Clash of Clans podcast, episode 44. Quattro. Huh?
Very nice.
44,
pretty good
D-Day invasion. Dropping bombs.
Dropping bombs on your moms. Fuck car alarms.
I dropped bombs on your moms. Fuck car alarms.
Skilly beep 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 skilly beep.
And we're back with the Clash of Clans and the fans in the stands. I'm your pal, Biggity Boneyard. I'm here with my pal, Scotty. Hey, Scotty.
Hey, Boneyard.
And with the ever beautiful Lady B.
Hello.
And we're joined today with Boaz.
And I'm also ever beautiful.
Ever beautiful
Boaz.
Boaz.
Very
Hey,
nice.
Boaz. Hey, Boaz.
All right.
This episode
okay.
is totally brought to you by Bud Light.
Yeah, this is
Nah, Diet
episode
Pepsi.
number 2, so we've been hitting it. Oh, and Diet Pepsi.
Yeah.
For Scotty. So we're down here at WBSMT Studios at ClashClansPodcast.com. Having everything's good. We ended up last chat we talked, or last time we were here, 10 minutes ago. We were talking about all sorts of Clan Wars stuff. Now let's get into the update. We got any more shout outs? We're not ready for that. We'll do that later. Update stuff.
Yeah. Boaz, what's the skinny?
Yeah.
Oh, sure. Yes. So I think the developers of this game listened to the podcast because they basically did everything that we requested in our Clan Wars episode.
That happened. That's been happening for 2 years.
So
they really do listen to us. They haven't given me a Crocodile Dundee riding an alligator yet, but
bastards.
that's what I'm waiting for. The new
Paul
troop.
Hogan's got to sign off on that.
They don't have the tiger traps yet, which is would be a cool thing.
Well, wouldn't you have to have a tiger to have a tiger trap?
No.
No.
You don't have to have a tiger.
A deadfall.
You know, and flying monkeys.
Yeah, we'll call it a deadfall. We'll call it a punji sticks with the poop on them.
What?
That's
What the fuck are you talking about?
a punji stick. You know what that is?
No.
It's like in a tiger trap. It's a hole that has sticks in it that you fall and you get impaled on.
Deadfall.
And
you put poop on them and you get an infection.
in the Vietnam War, the Vietnamese used that as a weapon. See, they knew that if you they weren't trying to win the war; they were trying to keep us out of there. So the best way to do that was to cost us money. It wasn't about killing people; it was about injuring them.
Someone's been watching too much History
Yeah,
Channel.
it really is. But
We don't have History Channel here.
the punji stick
History Channel is
a
not the History Channel anymore.
Boneyard
it's
is the History Channel.
the stick. It's got poop on it, so it gives you an infection. I mean, that's part of the trap is it's not to kill
Wouldn't
you.
it suck to be that guy who? What did you do? I poop. I
I
poop
got
and wipe
shit
it
on a
on.
stick.
No. Everybody.
Impale
They're down in little tunnels. They got to poop in a bucket and they take it out and they wipe it on some sticks and they make a trap. You know, that's what happened.
Man, you
Those
smell
things-
like shit. No.
Warfare isn't pretty.
Right. Okay.
so,
Anyways,
yeah, they didn't
deadfall.
Give me any poop on a stick yet. Supercell. Let's be on that.
Okay, so yeah,
It could get
This-
it could turn into a really messy game with
No.
those villagers
I
running
think.
around.
Wait a
This
minute.
is exactly why Boneyard's not in
New
charge.
troop. It's just a villager with a stick that's got poop on it. And he runs in and he just waves it around, and all the other troops just run away. They're just like, nope, no, we're done.
You have to
It's just-
zoom
Hold on,
in to
motherfuckers.
zoom in to see the gangrene setting in.
I thought the minions were already scooping their poop onto people. Isn't that what's happening with
I
them?
thought they were
Yeah, they're puking on you like the villain.
No
Like that.
puking.
Don't do it!
Oh, that's right. I forgot.
No!
Okay, so update.
Update stuff.
Yeah, so they did not take into account our most important suggestions, namely tiger traps, poop sticks, Crocodile Dundee, but they did do all the ones that we
Damn it.
mentioned during our Clan Wars episode. So Lady Boneyard was very vocal about wanting to be able to save 2 bases.
Yes.
And I know that's been a huge request from everyone
As
for a very
has-
long
yeah,
time.
everybody
They
wants
are
that.
finally bringing that. You are going to be able to have a war castle or a war base and a farming base. It's only for a war base and a farming base, though, so you can't save like a trophy push base and a farming base.
Fine.
So
That's
maybe
fine.
at some point they'll do that. But much more importantly, you can have a war base and a farming base, and the you can go in and change your war base during the preparation day, and then it stays from war to war. It stays the same. You can go in and keep tweaking it and make sure when you build any new buildings, you add them into the war base and everything. And
that's a cool idea. Yeah.
Yeah, and one thing that we really requested, or I know I was bitching about during the Clan Wars episode, was the fact that you can't change your Infernos and Expos when they're upgrading. So now they have actually added
that's a good one.
Yeah, they've added that too. And we also talked about
I did not hear about that, so that's cool.
Yeah, and we talked about how we didn't like it when jackasses gave us stupid troops in our clan castles and our war castles, just like that guy in the email who gave everybody giants.
Fantastic,
which hilarious for his people and probably infuriating for the opponent. So now you can clear out your war castle if you don't like the troops. I don't see anything about getting experience for war troops that are donated. There's probably some kind of reason they don't want people to
now, because we talked about that last time, is that it was because you could donate whatever, and then but I suppose if they do it now, you could just keep dumping your war troops and just donating constantly.
But you can do that anyway. I guess it's only every 20 minutes. So if they made a cooldown period between dumping, every 20 minutes or something.
No, I mean, okay. It really, you should get experience for donating, but if you don't, it's not that much anyway. It's not that big a deal.
Yeah.
Of all the things, the 2 maps is friggin' key.
No,
saving 2 maps is probably
I think that might be
the best thing they could have done in the update. I mean, really, that alone is humongous.
Well, at least you're safe though too from people giving you level 1 giants.
And, that's good too. And and I was going to say last episode we talked about that. That's funny, and I don't see that as being as a cheat or being cheap, because if you're stupid enough to let somebody in your clan while you're warring, you're an idiot.
Espionage is part of war.
Part of war.
So you actually have
ghosting is cheating.
Those are making decisions.
That's a
infiltration. Playing it smart or playing it sneaky. That's all right.
Baby Duck in there giving them terrible advice. Oh, just going with all hogs. It'll nothing else. That'll work.
Yeah. So pay attention. And it's a good reason why you stick together with a clan too. And you try to find a good group of people that you can get along with and I think that the Clan Wars have really changed it up, where being an active player means a lot different thing now, because you don't want those 2 attacks just sitting there when somebody who likes to battle and wants to do stuff in the game could be using those attacks. And
we had to kick out a guy who is back now, but he was absent. He had his town hall out for 3 wars. He didn't attack for 3 wars. And he was on. He was but not that he was like on all the time, but once in a while. But then you wouldn't see him. You're like, where is this dude? And he's higher up enough to where it mattered.
Yeah.
Like we needed his attacks. We needed he can go in and clean up some shit. And it was like, okay, nobody's heard from him, so we booted him. And then he came out. Hey, I'll promise I'll be more active. And hey, just make sure you're on, and we need those attacks. It's like you got to play 10 minutes total in 2 days.
Yeah, and pay attention to your younger troops too, or the younger clan castles, because I just love it. Landmine and Noah, just when people that are lower level take on like 8 attacks or 10 attacks, 12 attacks, and they only get 2 stars on you.
Yeah,
I mean.
That was pretty good. Like, what's he doing well? Like, what is he got going on? It's all the other teams, really low guys, trying to go after it, but they're stupid too.
Your weakest players, and I say that not that they're bad players, but that their town halls aren't as strong as
statistically weak.
Those players are actually way more important than you would think in the Clan Wars.
Yeah.
12 attacks.
Yeah, right. The lowest guy takes 8 attacks before somebody 3 stars them. That's 7 wasted attacks.
We had this one guy, Lil, who was just visiting, and then he accidentally got into a war. He was like way below our requirements. And we're like, oh shit, this guy's in a war. And they wasted 6 or 7 attacks on him. He was, way at the bottom of our list. they wasted so many attacks on him, and they kept failing, or they kept not 2-starring or 3-starring. I think they did like 6 or 7 attacks and got 2 stars, and he was, the most helpful person in the war because of that. And so we've realized that, like, even though we don't like having low-level people, in the clan, just aesthetically, when you're, glancing at a clan, you don't like to see a bunch of low levels, but they can be super helpful.
What are you saying? You don't want my Town Hall 3?
No, your alternate account is a ways from being allowed in the True Sons there, Scotty. But I'm sure you can find one.
Your alternate account isn't allowed in our clan.
Maybe if there's like a Minnesota Nice 6.0 or something,
Town Hall 3.
But yeah, it's interesting. It's not just it's like how active you are and how good your base is, compared to how you're rated by the algorithm and stuff like that. So if you get someone who's maxed out but they suck at war, or they have a crappy layout, then they're going to end up being detrimental to you instead of helping you. So
what I should have named my second account, and it's anonymous, but I should have named it Infiltrator. And then go to
spy. Name it spy. A spy would like to.
Yeah. And then
or a spy.
And then go request.
A spy would like to join you. Yeah.
Yeah. He would like to join. Okay. Yeah. And then, it's like, okay, that's the most honest. But Infiltrator would be a good name, I think, too. Except for. Yeah.
You have to be like very high level though for people to request you or to accept you during wars, I think, because it's people that are like, I know when I was in Minnesota Nice 2.0, it was someone that was level 130, and they could get into any clan, even if the person people like knew they were probably a spy. They were like, oh, it's worth, let's roll the dice. Maybe he's not a spy. Maybe he's a level 130 that wants to join our clan with average level 70. But if they really thought it through, we
not
likely.
We sat through that in our first war, and we were sending. I mean, I'm like, does anybody have a second account? Let's send it out. And that happened right away.
It's like, what is it? Okay,
immediately
goes to the gutter. The deception.
Diabolical genius here.
Yeah.
Immediately, like, we need to send somebody over there and fuck them up. Like, this is hilarious. And so we immediately no longer allowed anybody to join while we were, unless they're from Minnesota. A couple of people got in.
From global, that's our policy. Like when someone joins or requests or whatever, then we say, whose global are they in? And someone will say, I recruited them in my global, or they're in my Norsk or whatever. And then if nobody speaks up and no one knows where they're from, then we either boot them or we reject them, even if they're really, really good.
Yeah, they have to kind of get an invite.
Yeah, exactly. And so sometimes we've had people like, did my friend such and such stop by? And like, well, yeah, he did, but you weren't here to let us know he wasn't a spy, so we didn't let him in.
Yeah.
So, it's
this pretty... is Clash of Clans, Donnie. There are rules. This isn't Nam. There are rules.
Come on, get your shit together, buddy.
Yeah. So...
Well, another part of the update that I know my clan is extremely excited about is there's new war stats. There's expanded.
We talked about a little bit of this in the past episode. I'm also excited about that. Just any more information. Mm-hmm. I want to see I want to see the.
I don't want to see it. I don't want to see my failures glaring at me from the face.
I want to see the clans I'm up against. I want to see how many wars they've been in. I don't want to just see 7 wins.
Yeah.
I want to see 7 wins, 14 losses.
Yeah. Or 7 wins.
I don't want to see
losses.
7 wins and be like, we're tied. These guys might be tough.
Yeah.
Right.
That's a good point.
And you know what, Boaz, we talked about this. We talked about this in the last episode, or the last time we talked to you was a couple episodes ago. The way it's matched up, like it was how many wins you want, how many you're in.
Yeah.
I don't think that there's a little difference now. We're up against the Nam-Bak Bros, Vietnamese guys. Hey, I didn't even think of that, but yeah, they're sticking us with their punji sticks.
Jesus Christ!
But
Here we go.
Big up to the Nam-Bak Bros because they're badass. And
yeah,
they really are smoking us.
And without ghosting.
No, I haven't noticed any of that.
No.
Yeah, I haven't.
All their bases. Honestly, our attacks are not we're sitting.
They
low.
only have 80 points, but we can't get much of anything against because they have got their setups tight.
Even the top Town Hall 9s, which shouldn't be that bad. It's they've got what they're doing really well is they have their clan castle in the middle. You have to at least get a bunch of troops into the first line before even the clan castle comes out, and then so maybe 2 lightnings would have worked pretty well against them too. Once you
get them out,
to take them, but they're a real anti-hog base. They're very consistent in their design, so it's not
tough.
like
They're tough
because usually the clans are pretty diversified in terms of what
I was going to say was that these guys have been together and they know what they're doing, and they have 14 wins, which shows they've been doing their shit. They've been warring probably the whole time, but they might have 4 or 5 losses. You guys are 15-2.
We've been. I think the most you could do. We could have done is about 18 or 19. So we've done it pretty much constantly, except we had like a 12-hour or so lag at the beginning because we hit start right when it started, and then it searched for a match for like 12 hours or something. Okay. So they probably couldn't do too many more than 17, maybe like 19 or something like that.
Yeah. So and eventually it's for everybody, because eventually you're going to be in clans that haven't been, you haven't been in that clan since this started. Like I'm going to be in Minnesota Nice since the Clan Wars started forever, but there will be new clans, and this will hit reset so that I'm up against this clan. Oh, they've only had 1 win. Well, they've only had 1 war.
Right.
Yeah.
You don't know how good they are, and that's the kind of thing I want to know. Right. I want to know those stats to see what's up.
We had someone, I think our last person was like 7 wins, and so we're like, oh yeah, they're probably not that great. They're 7-7 or something. But then I think at some point I noticed in the description that they were undefeated, and so they just had done 7 wars, and they ended up being really good and stuff.
Well, I'm just going to put undefeated in my clan title too.
Yeah, really. Advanced war stats.
Join now for free gems. Fuck you. Tricked you. You waste our time. Yeah. I'm going to join, and then I'm going to go ahead and attack the bottom 2 guys for my 6 stars and just say fuck you to everybody else. I will donate giants to my own clan just to be a jerk.
This is why not everybody is made to be a leader.
But you know what? If I say out to my fans in the stands, hey, come on and join my clan, they'll be in there just so we can fuck with people. And I'll we can redesign our bases.
What episode that says that we talked?
You'd be like the hooligans in the alley.
That Boneyard talked about tormenting some 12-year-old.
Oh, what episode haven't we talked about that on? He was 11. Yeah. He was 11, and no, Boneyard, we're not certain that.
No, we're not going to talk about it today.
That Paraforcer, I hate him so much. I hate him so much.
You can use the viral power of the podcast, though, to exact vengeance upon people that do things you don't like, though. Like if there's some
it's
really
worked already. It's Reddit dust.
Well, yeah, exactly. But so like this other clan, they're Brazilian, so they'll never hear the podcast because at least so far we don't have a translation in Portuguese. Maybe we'll have that in the works
speak fluent
someday.
Portuguese.
All right, sweet. Well, now we got that in the works there. But I was thinking, like, how can we, do our vigilante justice against them? And I was thinking you could have like all the listeners like spam them with really mean requests. Join requests and stuff like that.
Oh, I never thought about that. That you could ask to join.
That's the only. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's the only way. Oh my god,
Boneyard's eyes lit up.
That's the only way to search and have mail other than global or in a clan, but you can find people and do it that way.
He cannot wait for his second account now.
Oh God, it's gonna be great.
I'm glad that he doesn't really know how to do it.
I can't tell anybody what the name is because it's gonna be I'm shitting on you constantly.
Exactly.
But you do have to be careful.
What would you even be so mean about? You would just.
It doesn't matter. Does it ever fucking matter?
I would just be searching the clan names and be like, "Hey, nice clan name," like, "Oh yeah, hey, your mama likes Ben Knock or whatever," like, yeah. I'd just be a jerk.
Yeah, I know that after we got beat by this last clan of cheaters, we some of our members went over and did some join requests to them that I definitely can't repeat even on this podcast that allows profanity because they're pretty graphic. And,
yeah, right.
Mean, so
no, that's the thing is that you could, one of the things, like
dreaming big now.
Way back when I started, one of the things I really wanted person to person mail for was, hey, I just put a hurting on you. Like, oh, I just smoked you, Like, if you could do that kind of thing. And now it doesn't matter because it happens every single, like, how many times a day do you hit somebody that hit you? It doesn't, who cares? Like,
you can just assume that whoever attacked you is saying, hey, I smoked you.
Yeah, like,
I wish that cars were equipped with a thing that you could dial the someone's license plate number.
Oh, and talk to them?
Move the fuck over.
Right. Learn to drive, asswipe.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boneyard.
That would be
Boneyard should not have one of those.
So you could just attack somebody.
I'd crash because I'd pull over and just talk shit to people.
He's not able to talk on the phone and drive.
I would just drive really slow so people would call me and I could be, hey, well, guess what's stuck behind me, dick?
Boneyard's on the middle school network.
Jesus.
Let's hang out and watch Nickelodeon and play some video games.
Well, speaking of, so my...
how does SpongeBob go to the beach and swim in the ocean? He's in the ocean already.
Sister-in-law, my wife's brother's wife. So I have pretty bad road rage, and apparently she does too. Even though she seems very sweet and stuff, and
she's got.
So someone like it was really bad. Like they cut her off, and then like she honked at them, and then they were like tailgating her and like flipping her off, and just like really being really shitty. And so it was going on for a while, and she was flipping them off, and finally they did something really like dangerous, like swerved at her or something. So she calls the cops and reports their license plate number and says that they have a baby in the front seat without a child seat.
Nice.
And so I don't know if they ever
got
in trouble for that, but I think
that's a good one because
they're
maybe driving drunk would be a good one. Mm-hmm. Oh, they're swerving and they're drunk, and the cops might follow. But it's they're hanging a baby
on the road.
They're hanging a baby out the window, and then you just pull over and like just let them go. Like they're headed this way in this direction.
Yeah,
and you may not. Maybe you get to see that.
But see, you wouldn't be able to resist talking shit to that person as it faded out of the distance. You'd be out there going. Anyway, so
no.
Back to the
when you
update.
Call the cops handle it.
So I've got my new second account.
The next day.
Town Hall Level 3. I'm doing our own advice and doing the resources up. I didn't even start my defenses until I ran out of resources to upgrade my resources, basically. So and then I was waiting because, like we talked about, you said don't upgrade it.
Yeah, keep it as low as possible.
I'll tell you what, it was really hard to do, and I was just going to do it anyways and not tell you about it. Because it's like you've got something there that needs to be upgraded, and I'm like, I'm burning time.
I've got sleepy builders, and shit only takes 15 minutes.
I know.
What am I doing?
Yeah, exactly. So I'm like working on my army camps and getting everything going, and I'm starting this account, and I'm going to report on it every podcast, and it's a different world than when we started down there. I try to keep my
6 months ago when I started, or however long ago when I started, but
yeah, but you're not always here for the episodes.
Well,
and I'm doing a time lapse, so I'm taking a picture of my camp every day.
Oh, that's cool.
So I'm taking a picture of my camp every day. I'm just gonna max it all out, and then go to the next town hall and try to play the game really smart and take everything we know. Hey, here's a little tip. If you've got your clan castle, it doesn't take a builder to rebuild it. I found that out today.
What?
What?
If you've got a clan castle that's brand new, you're just starting the game.
Yeah, and it's a pile of rubble inside some rocks and trees because that's how they all start out.
You don't need a builder to upgrade it.
Does it just automatically ding and is ready to go? It doesn't.
No,
Is it a time?
I think it took a little bit. Not very long.
But not a builder.
So that was pretty cool. I'm saving all my gems. I'd save your gems because already after 3 days,
save your gems is
I've got
one.
300 gems now. So I'm gonna get my third build. I'll just clean up bushes and
you know what? I bet you get a lot more gems right away because you all those obstacles now produce more gems from the start
that's a good point.
than it used to. You know,
very good.
I don't think that they produced any gems.
Gem boxes.
I think they did. Yeah, and hopefully a gem box will come.
Yeah, random gem boxes, but you get 5 gems from a stump now, where it was maybe 1 or 2 before. You know, when we started.
Right. So, and then you get all those achievements right away too. And I'll tell you what, it's a lot easier to battle now. I'll just go in and, before it was all about winning when you first start, you're like, okay, I want to
don't know, are trophies important? Is loot important?
Right,
like, what am I supposed to be going for here? I don't understand.
Where should I attack from? Oh, there's a wall. I'll just go right at it with everything. There's a level 1 archer tower on the other side of it, killing everything you put up against it. Yeah. Oh, I should probably go around the wall.
And it's funny to see people attack me because I've got such a basic base, no defense. I'm like, you know what? Take whatever. I can go do that in 2 battles. Doesn't take me long. And I've still got level 1 troops because I'm saving up my elixir to. I've got my research facility built, and now I was just saving up for that. But they'd send in, and here's just a basic mistake, and I've seen this a lot with Clan Wars too, and I think we forget about it. But they'll send their giants in, their level 1 giants, and they'll wait for their giants to take out the cannons or something. And it's like, no, get your other troops in there right away, because if it doesn't take out the cannon or the archer tower, at least you've got seconds that was absorbing hits, your giant, and you probably will get close to killing that thing anyways. So they're sending them in, they're waiting, and then the giants die. Then they send in
they're not doing multiple troops at all on the field at the same time.
Right.
Like if you could, honestly, most of the time you'd want to put every troop you have out on the field at the same time, like as fast as possible in the right order.
Right.
So that certain defenses attack certain things first. But you want it all out there so that it's things that are being attacked while that's kind of an old one.
Right. But that's people one of the things that people are not doing. So
the new guys down there, they don't understand that yet.
Right. Well, and the hogs though, I usually hang back and let my hogs do the work before I send stuff in because they're in there doing their business and but with those giants, it's like they're shielding all your other troops.
You put in 30 barbs so that everything is shooting at barbs, and then it's not shooting at all the other stuff you're putting in, the giants and the hogs.
Every troop is a second, at least. Yeah. That a cannon or archer tower or something has to divert its attention. So, it's just like the little things that, I don't know if we... Well, it's easy for me to attack now,
you want a hole
but that took me a long time.
Hole in a wall? Do you send in a bunch of wall breakers first? No, they're all going to die before they ever blow a hole in that wall. You got to send in something to take hits before the wall breaker's going, and do that. Apply that to any group of troops for any reason.
So
that's why that.
So that's a basic. So if you're just starting to listen to the podcast. This was kind of, if you're just the second account.
If you saw the sweet commercial on TV and you're like, oh, this game, I've never heard of it. I'm Town Hall 1. I need to know how to play.
Yep.
Then listen to this advice.
Yeah, exactly.
Those commercials.
So, and that's something I forget
Clan
sometimes.
Wars, we're talking about Clan War. Who's going to play the game based on this Mr. T laying on a piano singing Clan Wars?
Yeah, I actually want to talk about this because I am annoyed at Supercell for how stupid their commercials are. So like I was sitting with some buddies like a while ago when the first TV commercial came out and it was like Clash of Clans. I was like, "Oh, cool. Like I've never seen the commercial." And the entire thing is this like crappy CGI of like wall breakers and barbarians like running and like funny things are happening. Yeah. Oh, he hit a spring trapper. Oh. And then they have like a 5-second clip of gameplay and it's like Town Hall 3, like some pink hair archers and yellow hair barbarians like going at a tiny base. And I was like, and my buddy's like, is that like a Super Nintendo game or something? And I was like, actually, that game's really cool, but I can't.
I suppose they couldn't really show a bunch of nerds poking at their phone in weird places.
What they should show is
kidding.
max bases. They should show high level troops going in, like, golems and witches and stuff with rage spells, going at inferno towers, and like that's what would make people want to play if they see the really cool action. And
I think they should use the trailer from those people that did the real life people.
Yeah,
thing.
that was awesome. Except it's all inside.
I still think that we need to get them on the
podcast.
That is the best thing I have ever seen, but it's all inside jokes, so I don't know if
I still love it, and I think it's hilarious.
Yeah, it really is. They did a lot of work on that, and that's great.
That was
if I saw
amazing.
that on TV and was like, what is this big blonde beefcake with this weird sword? Like,
why is that
ting,
woman
ting,
running
ting,
up to a
ting.
tree and clapping?
Clapping, yeah. You're like, oh, I like clapping. I want to be a fairy princess.
I wish I could say that you were the only person that would respond to that, but
yeah, that
I'm not.
I know
I'm
that's
not.
what I'm saying.
I'm not the
I
only
wish.
person that you know in real life that wouldn't.
Exactly.
So,
I would respond to that too.
Yeah, exactly. So,
Oh, we're gonna get my second account in.
But they followed that stupid commercial up with the Clan Wars commercial, and I mean, I gotta admit, I got a boner during that commercial just because they said the phrase Clan Wars so many frickin' times. So I was like, oh my god,
Can't stand
Clan
up.
Wars is happening.
Yeah.
But that singing
mean to
like
drop
out
that,
of
troop.
tune, stupid commercial. I mean, stupid cartoon.
At least make them sing in tune. Like you're making a
it's
commercial not watchable.
And it makes it like you think it's some kind of like Disney little game for kids or something. I saw the statistic that now only 24% of people that play Clash are under the age of 20. So really, what demographic are you going for with that stupid cartoon, like playing the piano?
I want my hog rider to be big badass.
Yeah, definitely.
Not.
Yeah, you want Mr. T on a.
Well, I don't want my hog playing the piano.
Yeah,
I want people dying. I want there to be skulls and witches. Dead rising.
I
from
mean,
the
are they?
grave.
Maybe they're trying to bring back in like the 5-year-old to 10-year-old demographic or something. Maybe they're like, we lost the tiny child demographic. We need to bring them back in, but I don't know.
If
It
we were
doesn't.
gonna do that, then we should get flying carpets.
Meanwhile, we
It just
complain about the commercial when we've all watched it about 15 times.
Yeah,
No,
exactly.
Just kidding.
Well, yeah, we need the 5 and 10-year-old demographic. What we're talking about? Hey, fuck you and your ships, and the goddamn it, and the hey, I'd like to join your clan, you pieces of shit, ghosting asshole motherfuckers. Yeah, that's real good.
But
Hey, this clan is hard R. Sorry, you're out.
that stupid
This clan has been
commercial-
rated R.
that brings me-
NC-17. We can't even advertise.
That brings me to the karaoke contest, which, like, when I first heard of that, I was like, that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard of. Really, people, like, lip syncing or singing the exact lyrics of that awful commercial in an even worse out of tune voice. Like, I didn't get what the point of the. Oh, have you guys heard about the karaoke
No,
contest?
I haven't heard anything about it. No, Scotty knows about it. I haven't heard anything about it.
The Boneyards are a little slow on the technology.
There's a reason why I haven't told the Boneyards about the
How
karaoke
could they would enter into it, probably.
Right.
But well, it's almost over, so I think we're safe now. But they started this contest where you're supposed to do like a YouTube or a video or audio recording of yourself singing the Clan Wars commercial song. So you're supposed to like video yourself over that music singing the lyrics in like the Clan Wars, baby. So yeah, so that it was a contest, and I think the only reason anyone kind of took it seriously is because there was a prize of like 5,000 or 10,000 or
the
I don't know, a whole bunch of gems, like 5,000 for
person in the
every
clan.
person. Yeah, it's some kind of crazy prize. So we were like, oh, maybe we should enter that. And we're like, so I looked at some of the entries. They're so stupid. It's just like little kids lip syncing to the song and like, or trying to sing it themselves. And it's just so brutal.
They're
but
dumb except for Jimmy, Bob, Jem, Jody's, Jeffy. I'm going to name off a bunch of little kids' names. You guys are great.
There's a couple that were actually really, really good, though. And there's one that I sent Scotty the link for, which was this guy, Aries, from the clan Howling Wolf. And I think you're gonna play that on the podcast.
I'm gonna play it right now.
Play it out of your phone into the microphone so the people at home can hear us listen to it.
Okay. And then I suppose that works.
That'll work, right?
Yeah. And Boaz said this is the next Mikey Crud.
Introducing Clan Wars, Clan versus Clan Wars. Don't believe me? Ask my boy. That's right, we got Clan Wars. Clan Wars are finally here. You've been waiting a couple of years. Hope you got your troops maxed out. Hope you got your loot maxed out. All the time you were chasing cups. You should have been farming gem and stuff. Let's get your defense up. Get better at attack because it's gonna take a lot more than just sniping town halls. If you go against my clan, we're gonna 3-star all of y'all. Howling Wolf's the clan name. I'm Aries with you in numbers. But if you come against my clan, that Howling Wolf is gonna hunt it. Inferno's on fire. Hill spells and hog riders. Go wee and go white. Got giants so healers take flight. Dragons and race spell. Fine flame burn just like hell. Oh well, sit back and listen. Clashy Clan got new addition. CLANWARS. Now we're gonna really see which clans are the best. Clashy Clan, I'm the man. Got my iPhone in my hand. Prepping day is about to end. Come on, let the war begin. Got CC troops on ready to fight to play. Clashy Clan both day and night. Making lots of raids, no time for resting. Hope the servers don't lose connection. Got my heroes, got my spells. Kept all full, so all is well. Then bases best beware, cause I'm powered up like Supercell. Clan Wars. We got Clan Wars.
The only part is
that was fucking fantastic.
Great.
Yeah, I've had that stuck in my head all day.
That was super good. A lot, and I gotta watch it. You gotta send me
that jam.
Yeah, no, you gotta send me the link because the lyrics are great. I gotta worry about my connection. That shit's good. That's some good shit. Aries, big props, man, big props.
Yeah.
That does not count towards the song. You still owe me 75 cents.
Well, actually.
We did not do that. That was a whole different thing.
Actually, that was Scotty and the Cock Rockers doing. That was Scotty's, alternate personality right there.
Yeah.
I'm here in the studio with Scotty, and there is a whole CGI makeup effect happening. If that's him.
Yeah. No, but he did say we could play it on the podcast.
Yeah, I went to his clan to talk to him and ask if we could play it on the podcast and stuff. And they're really cool over there. Shout out to Aries, Sir Roberts, Gangstar. I think it's like Genghis Khan and Gangstar mixed together. Awesome. I thought that was a pretty cool name. And Scriv1054. And they were like, "Oh, do you want to join?" And I was like, "Oh, no, I have my clan, but I don't think you guys are going to have any trouble with recruiting. I expect this song is going to win the contest and stuff, and then you guys are going to." And but they're like, "Yeah, actually, we've had a bunch of people try to join in anticipation of getting the gems," which I thought was fascinating. They're like, "We've had these like level 120 and stuff people come." And we realized that they assume we're gonna win the karaoke contest and get like 5,000.
They're all hedging their bets. Like,
fuck you, Minnesota Nights. I'll see you later. I'll show up with my new, gem rings.
Yeah, well, I got a whole fancy fucking gem grill going on.
Can I get you guys some troops? Have everything you want. I'll boost it up.
Anybody want to dance?
So I think they're like not really letting in a lot of people. I think, once they get the gem pay, I mean, if they win, once they get the gem payout, then they'll, let people in. And I assume people will, be requesting to join just because that was an awesome song. And, it's, the clan got some runs. So if people are wondering which clan to join, they might think of Howlin' Wolf, just like people think of Minnesota Nice 2.0 and stuff
pretty
like
good,
that.
So were
pretty
they
good video,
were they fans of the
awesome.
were they fans had they heard of the podcast before?
Yeah, so I went over there. One of them, there was only a few of them on. One of them had, the first guy I talked to, Sir Roberts, he said he had heard of the podcast. He was a fan of the podcast. And he thought it was pretty cool when I mentioned that we would be interested in featuring the song on there.
Cool.
That's cool.
Yeah, so yeah, they're very cool guys over there. And they actually, the best news of the visit was that there is a remastered version coming out tomorrow with like higher quality audio, new video, and second verse. So I'm pretty excited to get a chance to hear that.
Very cool. Yeah, so we'll post it up on the website too.
Yeah, that's good. Good shits.
Post the link to the YouTube video. It's pretty cool.
But here's the thing: he made that song for something other than our contest. You still owe me 75 cents. It doesn't count.
Yeah, it was not submitted for the Scotty and the Cock Rockers 75 cent.
I do have one
Rockathon.
for the
What?
For the contest?
yeah, for the contest.
Boneyard, get ready to pay out.
But I don't know if this is working right.
Well, I'll play it another day.
Okay.
Let's let this guy have his.
Yeah, I'll have to put this back. I'll put this up so I can get it into the because Korg did a submission.
Oh,
So okay, so I'll get Korg's song put up and everything. All right. In the meantime, there are songs on the way, in the works by Scotty and the Cock Rockers.
oh,
So,
really?
yeah.
I've heard that for 2 years.
Well, this song by Aries, this inspired me. I think I might try to write a song for the Scotty and the Cock Rockers contest.
You should.
So
All right.
That would
Yeah.
be fantastic.
Maybe we should just freestyle it right on the mic here.
And
Back in the day,
My bugs and my arches are coming through. I'm gonna break a wall. I'm gonna shit on you. My minions coming around and they're spitting acid on your face and getting fat, kid. That's the.
oh man, submit that.
Bigger, Clan Wars.
We have a winner.
Boneyard used to do a lot of freestyle rapping back
Yeah,
in the day.
my mic name was Sober E. It was ironic. Sober E on the mic, and I'm hitting shit. Yeah, good times.
so now you need to make up one about each of the troops.
Each of the troops. All right. Maybe some other day.
Okay. When we get you rapping.
The Minion King coming through, spitting his acid down on you.
Aren't you glad there wasn't YouTube when you were like 12?
Oh my
Oh,
god,
God.
he would be in prison probably. Honestly, he had phones and had to do community service.
Yeah, it was all sorts of bad news. So yeah, I don't know about YouTube. I probably
Oh my god,
the
no.
the feds would have been at my house probably.
SWAT.
Yeah,
Oh Jesus.
FCC. I'd be in jail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still.
I could see that. I'm really glad. You know what I do miss though is you can't prank call people anymore. That was always a fun.
Yeah, you still
pastime.
can. There are payphones in existence.
No, they have those still.
They do exist.
There is one on
Bus
Highway
stations.
53 at Super America in Cotton.
Yeah,
Boneyard stops by the gas station every so often just to do a couple prank phone calls.
yeah.
Yeah, he's
I
not allowed to
collect.
do those.
I collect call people because who's not gonna nowadays? Like, there's a collect call. You're like, shit, this must be an emergency. Who's gonna collect call? You have a collect call from your daughter. Oh, or you just go, say your name. Hey, it's me. You have a collect call from. Hey, it's me. Do you accept the charges? I guess. Hey, and then you just leave the phone off the hook and then you walk away.
For anybody out there, collect calls when you don't have the money to dial from a payphone and you
You
have
used
to
to be
call
able to do
collect.
that. When you could talk to the operator, you'd pick up the phone and dial 0, and then, I need to make a collect call. And they'd be, what? There's a person on the other line here.
There's operators that were like, "Oh my god, this annoying guy named Boneyard kept calling me today.
This kid again.
He just keeps talking."
You prank.
Debbie, is that you?
You can always prank call fast food. I better stop talking.
Yeah, you should not give advice about this.
Do you have Prince Albert in a can? I bet your dick hurts.
That's old school.
No one under the age of 20 understands.
I know. And you know what? I just made that up. That's hilarious.
Is your refrigerator running?
You get it, right? Yeah, with the piercing in the can, and then I bet you.
The one we use.
I'm really patting myself on the back.
The one we use.
Oh, I just got it.
You got Prince Albert in can? Yeah. It's not you better let him out, but I bet you. Well, you probably should let it out. But.
I will just say this: the one we used to do all the time was where we'd call somebody and we'd say, "Hi, I'm with the phone company. We're going to be working on your telephone lines for the next few minutes." Or the next half hour. So if the phone rings, please don't pick it up. A guy will get, and then you call back. They won't do it.
Over and over
and then you stop, and then you wait for a little bit, and then you call again, and then when they pick up the phone, you go, "Ah!"
I told you not to call back. I told you not to pick up the phone, man. Yeah. Okay.
Anyways, okay. So
that's pretty good.
So updates coming up this week coming up, and so it's going to be a war troop or war basic thing. I don't think there's any more surprises.
There was one thing. I mean, there's a bunch of stuff that's not really that important. Adding Russian and different notifications, but there's one thing that has been an issue for a long time, which is that while you're upgrading your clan castle, you can't tell whether it's full or empty, which causes a lot of issues for people. You can't tell if it's full or empty. You can't tell if it's ready to. I don't know. There's a bunch of different issues, so they're changing that now.
Oh, see, perfect. Right when I finish mine.
Well, I don't care. Mine's maxed out.
We always have to wait for Scotty to finish his shit so that we can get the upgrade.
Yeah. Because I remember I said that on the podcast.
What do you want
to
get fixed next? Make Scotty upgrade it, and then it'll get
upgrade it, and then it'll either be cheaper or...
be cheaper.
Supercell is taking notes. Okay, Scotty is currently working on his level 4 expos, so let's just wait a little longer on making those cheaper taking less time.
How can we fuck him over just a little?
And then we'll send him a box of goodies, and he'll be happy.
They're like, man, that guy's really a pushover. He just keeps getting, hold that request button.
Well, I think that pretty much you're almost maxed out. I mean, you got to wait. Once you start your maxed out P.E.K.K.A.s, that'll get cheaper. Couple of things, but now that you have your
need P.E.K.K.A.s, Scotty's about to upgrade, so hold on to your seats.
Now that you have a second account, they're going to start over at the beginning. No,
you start off with
clan castle is super easy.
Yeah.
It's going to be simple.
I have to find another device to get the things.
You'll have 3 accounts going.
Yeah.
You have your own clan.
I'll call it the war room. We'll just have monitors all over the place.
You got 10 accounts, so you can have your own clan all by yourself. Scotty, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
I've got 8-inch long fingernails. I'm hair, urine in jars, playing Clash of Clans.
Oh my god! All right,
they must attack.
Hot pocket.
Obviously, you're not taking Clash Clans very seriously because I already have all those things.
Very nice.
Hot pocket.
No, we're not.
They just deliver my food in a bag, in a tube,
in a trough.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lady Boneyard is very afraid of Boneyard just having a room with jars full of urine from now on. So
another one.
Nervous.
Yeah, exactly. Because it's either he opens up a window and just dumps them out, or
You got flowers growing down there?
Yeah.
So
urine's only sterile for so long.
It is, I guess. I did not know. Well,
it'll cure a headache. You can pee on your jellyfish thing, and it'll cure a headache. Just apply manually.
God.
That's true.
All right. So
my clan is in the middle of a debate. We have kind of a quandary because it's been a very long time since we pushed. We want to do a trophy push, kind of to gauge where we're at and everything. I mean, as much as someone ever wants to do a trophy push, but we should do a trophy push. But while we're pushing, it probably doesn't make sense to keep doing the wars.
Wait for the update until you can do 2 maps. That's
a good point.
Yeah,
except the thing about trophy pushing is you have your town hall inside anyway, so the 2 map thing actually won't help us.
Yeah, but he would keep it through that.
Still different. Think of this. In the war map, your storage facilities are not. You don't want to.
Yeah,
you don't want
vulnerable.
That's 9 different things that you can leave out on the outer ring.
Yeah,
because you could have a trophy push base and a clan war base.
Yeah, your war base.
They will be
you have a war base,
different,
and then the other base is either trophy pushing or it's farming.
It makes sense.
Whatever you're doing at the time, it's you're not farming and trophy pushing. You're one or the other.
It would make sense to reconfigure your village then, where it's not that they can't get in, but I could take like a pump or a mine and put it in instead of where my gold storage is and get those hit points on the outside.
Based on the hit points, yeah.
If it was that easy to flip back and forth.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think I'll definitely do that once that comes out.
Like for my war base, my gold and elixir storages are hopefully I haven't been attacked, but they are bottlenecks where
it's going to make wars harder then.
People come in. They come in and they get stuck there, attacking them for a while they get beat down on other. While the defenses are coming around them. I use those as bait and as targets because I'm not going to put a barrack there because the barracks are destroyed in 2 seconds.
Gone in a second. Yeah.
Barracks go way on the outside where they don't matter.
Right. Well, and I've got like a pump or a drill inside, and a barrack just to fill up room because I'm switching things around and I want. Sure. And I might as well take the elixir storage and put it in place of a pump or a mine that's on the outside.
Yeah.
And
run that shit out there. Because, you don't need to worry about them. War map, it doesn't matter at all.
War map.
Well, so the issue that we're having is that it seems like, no brainer. We were originally thinking we'd stop warring leading up to the push so we can fill our storages and, people can get set or whatever. And even though I guess my elixir storages are always full anyway, there's people who are earlier on in their town hall who, need their elixir and stuff. But because we have 15 wins, like we never see anyone with as many wins as us. And so we're like proud that we have so many wins.
You guys can't stop.
And exactly. So as soon as we slow down, as soon as we take a break, we're just going to be overtaken. We're just going to fall back, into the rest of the pack.
Right now you're in the leaderboards for amount of wins.
Yeah, right now we're special, Right now we, people are, oh shit, 15 wins. But if we take off, several wars, there's going to be a bunch of people with 15 wins and we won't be out in front anymore.
I'll tell you this, those wins will always be there. But however high you hit on the trophy board won't.
Yeah,
so just wait for the 2 map. Wait for the update. Keep warning. Keep warning until the update.
And here's another thing.
They solves your argument.
They started releasing previews Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Updates don't usually come out till Tuesday or Wednesday.
So might even get more stuff over the weekend?
I would imagine.
I heard that it's supposed to have already come out, but Apple's holding it up. But all that stuff's always rumors anyway. So I heard that it's supposed to come out today, though.
Oh, really?
But I have no idea. It might be Tuesday also. And there might be a bunch of other cool stuff.
Because it'd be a strange timing for them because they're always on a Tuesday or Wednesday.
Usually, yeah.
I don't remember a different day.
Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday, yeah.
But Scotty, that's a good point that the war wins is always in your clan description, but your maximum amount of trophies is only in there if you write it in your description or whatever. It's not recorded. So Supercell, get a pen and paper. All right. So we want advanced war statistics. You gave us that. Thank you.
Advanced clan statistics.
Advanced clan statistics.
Highest level ever made.
Yeah, highest world ranking, highest trophy level.
See, that would be cool because
other stuff.
Because that would showcase. Okay, these people made it to this in their last trophy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, how long has this clan been formed? Now that kind of because that can rotate members. Like you could have the same clan be around forever, but not have the same people. I mean, some bands do that where you're like,
or you could have all the same people, but the clan name changes and stuff like that. Also,
right? Yeah,
right.
Clan
but don't worry, now that we
are you there?
So it's all good. We're taking care of it.
Well, hey, we are hitting at 55 minutes.
Wrap it up.
We better wrap it up. It is.
Time to wrap it up. Okay, well, Boaz, it's been
great having you. You got any shout outs, Boaz?
Yeah, actually, I guess I've shouted out like the leaders and co-leaders in my clan, but I haven't shouted out the elders. So, as always, a big shout out to Trix 805 Trix, my buddy, but also shout outs to James, Kevin, Cryptic, Suggs, Nick, 27, Pastor, Rufus 420, Stupidity, S. Ladecker, Aaron, Freebird, Luxury Yacht, Garrett, and this guy's a member, but Spurshot also. Very nice. I didn't realize how many elders we had till I wrote it down just now to shout them out. So, all right, shout out to all you guys too.
Very nice. Well, shout out to Minnesota Nice. Keep going with the wars. I think people are getting used to tactics and strategies.
We're going to have to start figuring out how to fight guys who are hog the non-hog army. We got to start doing something there.
Clan wars are a changing.
They are.
Yeah, the clans are getting stronger, so we got to be on top of it.
And I think I wouldn't be surprised if some AI changed. And I think a troop has got to give that can level the playing field a little bit against the level
for sure.
Level 10s. Against those Infernos. That's really what it is. It's the Infernos.
Because the Infernos totally level against the Hogs.
That was what...
Oh, that's true. Good point.
That's what... When the Infernos came out, and then they made the freeze potions. Yeah, that's the solve.
Yeah, but you know what they need? You know what they need since the Clan War is another spell and spell factory. Because with the only 5 spells at this level, I mean, to take in 3 freeze... and then not have any
that's a trade-off, yeah. They got to make it so that it's possible to 3-star top end guy.
I think a way to do that would be to extend the amount of time that you have for your attack. Because someone was pointing out that when they set up the 3-minute limit, the highest level town hall in the game was Town Hall 8. And there's so many fewer buildings...
That's
true. In a Town Hall 8, it takes me like
that's a big difference.
A minute, it takes me like 70 seconds to 3-star Town Hall 8.
There's
it wouldn't be a bad.
Pumps, there's 2 more, there's another pump, another mine, 3 dark drills, a dark drill. So that's 5 buildings just in resources.
It wouldn't be bad to
and then all those defenses, all that's different.
Wouldn't be bad to change it at 8, 9, and 10 to be like to give 15 seconds extra.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. If each time you go up a town hall after 8, if the time goes up a little bit, would be a cool way to do it.
That would have to happen before a Town Hall 11.
Well, think of this. Yeah, we're going to run out of space. I mean, you're going to run out of places to put things.
I think what they're going to do, they either have to expand the map or expand into the water. So I think like the next thing is going to be, like a shipyard or something, and you make gunboats or
I've been
like
talking about that since before Boom Beach came.
Or what about just like a super pump?
If they don't make the whole thing bigger, they have to expand that out that way in the water. 'Cause why do they have water if it's not gonna?
Yeah, you got to pay.
Maybe that's why they have Boom Beach. Maybe it's just a big beta test for the water section of Clash of Clans.
Wouldn't that be amazing to do it into an aqua? You've got your
the pirate ships. The pirate ships. I mean, we talked about that before they even made Boom Beach.
They'd probably be Viking ship. Those.
It would be. We talked about that before Boom Beach ever came out, and when they came out with that game, I was like, "Oh, they're fucking copying our idea now."
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you guys talked about that episode 5.
I invented it.
Yeah, that was called Clash of Clans Water Attack TM, and they owe me some freaking monies.
You have it recorded. It's down in stone.
So, any more shout-outs?
Boneyard, we'll send you a T-shirt.
Boaz?
Oh, sweet. I'll take it.
No, that's it for me.
Cool.
All right.
Well, keep it clashy. Everybody get a hold of us at 424-27-CLASH.
What?
424-27-CLASH.
How does it go?
424-27-CLASH.
I think so.
Or where else, Boaz?
Let's see. ClashClansPodcast.com.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Twitter at Clash of Clans Podcast.
No.
Oh, crap.
At WBSMT Radio, man.
I think it should have been another thing. But
WBSMT Radio and
that's our umbrella.
Clash of Clans Podcast at gmail.com. Maybe.
Right. That works.
Sure.
Or you can text us to the Gmail. That's where some of these things came.
Word.
So.
All right. Well,
what? We can text this stuff?
You can text to.
I'm just kidding.
ClashClansPodcast@gmail.com.
All right. For all of us here at ClashClansPodcast.com and our special guest Boaz and Lady B and Scotty and myself, thanks for joining us. Have a good night and keep it clashy.
Keep it clashy.
Keep it clashy.
That's your cue, Boaz.
Oh, keep it classy.
Skilly beep 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 skilly beep.